Hi Noreen, welcome to your Oracle card reading. Okay, for your reading, I felt drawn to use the Psychic Tarot, and I'm also using the Path of the Soul Destiny cards by Shirley Harnish, and I pulled one card from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue. And you did have a message from Spirit concerning your questions about you being on the right path and your psychic abilities. What I'm hearing is that you are definitely on the right path, but there is something in your life that your guides are trying to move you away from. I'm hearing, let's move you away. I feel like they're telling me there's some type of negative influence that's blocking your spiritual development. So if you're feeling trapped right now, or if you're feeling, not trapped, but if you're feeling like your abilities are kind of stuck right now, it's you're actually not stuck. It's just that something is preventing you from further developing. Your guides are trying to get you to leave some type of negative situation that's around you. I don't know if it's a relationship, or maybe your own behavior patterns, or somebody around you, or maybe a job. Something in your life is definitely interfering with your spiritual development. So you might want to meditate on that and see what you can get. Okay, let me show you the cards that I pulled from the Psychic Tarot. And this is the first card, and it's a very positive card to start off the reading with. You have Filament of Wishes, which is the Nine of Cups. So this is the most positive card in the Minor Arcana. This is the Wish card. And this card is a card of success and happiness, and just basically a fulfillment of wishes, of receiving your ultimate wish. So this tells me that you're definitely on the right path, and you definitely will have your abilities blossom. Was the message that I received from Spirit. Your abilities will blossom. So I definitely see that in this card. But what I'm also getting is they're warning you that when your abilities really blossom, when you really develop spiritually, there's going to be a responsibility that comes with that. So they're just making you aware now that with you developing spiritually, there's going to be a responsibility that comes along with that. So they're just telling you to keep that in mind. And the second card that I have for you is this one, Transformation. And this is the Death card. And what I see in this card is that I see your spiritual transformation in this card. This tells me that there will be a major change in you. But I also see the death of whatever it is that your guides are trying to move you away from, whatever that is in your life. And I have a feeling that you know what it is. The first thing that you think of, that is what your guides are trying to get you to move away from. So what I see is once whatever this negative influence is dies, that's when you will really start to see your abilities transform, and you'll really begin to open up spiritually. So it's definitely, being revealed to you early in the reading that transformation will happen. But it's interesting that I'm getting this from the Death card. They're telling me that this influence in your life, whatever it is blocking your spiritual development. So as soon as you realize whatever it is and kind of move it away and move around it, then your abilities will really begin to take off. And it's interesting that you had this card as well, right after the Death card. You had Shadow, which is the Moon. And the Moon is all about intuition, psychic abilities, mediumship, and kind of seeing the unseen. So, they're definitely saying that this transformation that you want, that you're trying to bring into your life, is going to really develop once you remove this influence from your life, whatever it is that's blocking your spiritual development. Once you've removed that, then you'll really begin to open up intuitively and really hear your guides, and your abilities will really take a turn for the better. Because right now you're feeling stuck, and I know exactly what you're going through, because I went through something very similar, and I'm still going through it. I'm still psychically open, but I haven't reached the point where I feel that I'm 100% psychically open, and there's still work to do. And so you're being told the same thing. There's just something blocking you, and once that block is removed, you'll be spiritually transformed, and all of these influences kind of move out of the way, and your intuition will really begin to strengthen, and your psychic vision and all the abilities, whatever abilities that you're meant to have, whether it's clairvoyance, clairaudience, whatever it is here in this card. But this will happen after that negative influence is removed. And what I'm also getting from this card is kind of facing your shadow self. Maybe there's some aspect of your personality that you haven't quite coped with, or maybe you're not seeing. With the moon, there's always some type of self-deception where they're asking you to kind of be aware of all aspects of your personality, especially when you're trying to develop spiritually. Don't try to kind of hide certain aspects of your personality. In other words, your shadow personality, maybe what you consider negative qualities. Make sure that you acknowledge those so that you're really in touch with all aspects of your personality, because that's really a strong message that I'm getting right now from this card, is to really be in touch with every part of yourself and accept every part of yourself, including your shadow side. So that's really important when you're trying to develop spiritually. And the next card that I have for you is this one, Spiritual Strength, which is the Nine of Wands. What I'm getting from this card is, I get the feeling that someone around you will not necessarily be very supportive of whatever path you're going to take. 'Cause I am hearing that you're on the right path, and there's still a lot of changes that are coming your way. But I'm getting that people around you aren't going to necessarily agree with some of the choices you're going to make. And that's not just you, it's a lot of people that right now are being guided to make changes that aren't going to be very popular with people around you, with family and friends. But this is something that you need to follow. Whatever your intuition tells you to do, you're going to have to follow that to really lead you to your life purpose. But know that you're going to have to really speak up for yourself, and it's going to take a lot of courage. With the Nine of Wands telling you that you really have to rely on your own courage and inner strength to get you through something. Not necessarily a very difficult struggle, but definitely something that's going to you're going to have to utilize all your spiritual strength and kind of hold your own, is what I'm getting. Because other people aren't going to agree with some of the choices that you're going to be making in the very near future. And this is the other card that I pulled from the Psychic Tarot, Heartache and Loss. And what I'm getting is, this card again is confirming what I was hearing from Spirit, that something in your life is going to have to be cut out, especially when you want to develop spiritually, and it's something that you're being guided to do, and that there's some other reason, right? You didn't say why you're trying to develop spiritually. I don't know if you want to work as a healer, or you are trying to get answers to maybe your life purpose. There's some other meaning that you're not aware of yet. I feel like there's something else that hasn't been revealed to you, why you're being urged to develop your abilities. But when you do, in order to do that, something is going to have to be cut out of your life. Like I said, I don't know what that is. It might be a person, it might be a relationship, or an aspect of yourself, but that's reflected in this card, in the Heartache and Loss, because this is the Three of Swords, and this means that something is cut out of your life. So it's going to be kind of bittersweet. I mean, you will get your wish as far as developing spiritually, but something is going to have to be moved out of the way, and that is something that I received from Spirit right away for you. So let me show you the cards from the Shirley Harnish deck, and I'm going to have to do 2 parts to this video because I'm getting ready to run out of time. Let me show you the first card, and this was interesting. This card is called Vibration, and the reason it's interesting is because this is telling me that right now they're trying to get you to work on raising your vibration, or there's something around you that's lowering your vibration. Your vibration isn't as high as it should be. And I think that this is what they're talking about, that something's blocking your spiritual development. Because this card jumped out of the deck for you right away. Let me go ahead and make part 2 because this video is getting ready to end. I'll be right back.